shed, and as you can see, I am not in the shovelhead shed. I'm actually out in my office today. It's cold outside, Florida cold, and the cows are mooing, and the chickens are raising hell, and it's too noisy out there, too windy, so I figured I'd come inside my office and just sit and do this video. As I've said before, man, I don't like to do talking videos, but people ask me questions, and when I start to get a certain amount of questions, I read them. I read all the questions. I try to answer everyone, but when I get a certain amount of questions, and I say, okay, I'll address it. And the question that I keep getting is, what do you think about the 2021 lineup of Harley-Davidson? What do you think about the big shindig that they had the other day? I think it was on the 19th or whatever. I mean, I can answer that pretty easily. I don't give a tinker's damn. I don't care. I could care less. If you'll notice in my videos, I don't cuss. You generally won't see me drinking. You generally don't see me smoking. I cuss like a sailor, drink like a Mick, and I smoke cigars. But I don't do it on video, and the reason why I don't do it on video is because I'm trying to shoot for the future. And what I mean is, I shoot my stuff in 4K. Right now, phones really don't have the technology to see 4K. I mean, my God, they got 8K out there. Eventually, technology is going to catch up, and your videos are going to look dated. It's going to look like you shot them on a potato or something like that. It's a difference between VHS going to Blu-ray. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to shoot my videos for the future to where 5 years from now the quality will hold up. And also another reason why I'm shooting for the future is because I've seen how big tech has taken stuff that was legal and lawful, and then somewhere down the road they just decide, oh, we don't want to show this type of stuff anymore. They demonetize, they take the videos down and all that stuff, like a lot of pipe smoking forums and cigar forums, and it's just, I'm trying to think ahead, and so I try not to I'm trying to get into their mind and figure out, all right, this is what they're going to want 5 years from now, or this is what they're going to allow. And I mean, really, that's what the whole Patreon page is set up for. If you want to hear me talk, and if you want to see what adults want to see, and adults acting like adults, that's what the Patreon page is for, because I'm allowed to do it on there. I'm not allowed to do it on here. So this video, I'm going to try to get by without cussing, because it boils my blood when I think about the subject of Harley-Davidson and what I think about the 2021s and stuff like that. I think zero, man. I think zero about the 2021 lineup, or the 2020s, or the 2019s, or the 2018s. Got a little interested when they came out with the new motor, and that's probably the only time that I get excited, if I even get excited. Harley-Davidson hasn't made a motorcycle that excites me in 20 or 30 years. And that's not Harley-Davidson's fault. That's my fault. That's our fault. Now, some of you are going to get mad. Some of you are going to disagree, and that's another reason why I hate talking on videos, is because this is not a conversation. This is just me talking, and we can't have a conversation. We really can't have a dialogue. So this is just from me, and that's it, man. And could I be wrong? Absolutely. Could I be right? Absolutely. That's the way that life is. So anyway, look, the bottom line is, this is almost like a part 2 of my very first video about, we made Harley-Davidson the legend, and consider it like a part 2. And what I mean by that is that Harley-Davidson was a motorcycle company that became a Fortune 500 company. Harley-Davidson is now a Fortune 500 company trying to act like a motorcycle company. And what I mean by that is, simple. Not all of us, and I'm going to say me, okay? Not all of us, but a lot of us quit working on our motorcycles. Well, you said, well, they got too complicated, or you have to have special tools. I get all that. I get all that. But at the same time, I know for a fact there was an old rumor. There used to be a rumor going around that Willie G. Davidson used to go around to bike shows and see what was being done with the bikes, and then the next year or two he would Harley-Davidson would come out with the bikes. Well, I know for a fact that rumor was true, and how I know was, man, back in the late 80s, or I think more early 90s, I was at a bike show in Daytona. It wasn't one of those high dollar shows. It was just basically because in Daytona there's so many different bike shows, and so they weren't the high dollar bikes. They were just average guys, what we were doing with bikes and stuff like that. And so I was walking around the show and I seen this guy, and I was like, I know who that guy is, man. And he was looking around the bikes, and I'm watching him, and so finally he's basically by himself. I said, Willie G. And he turned around and he looked at me. And he goes, you know me? And I'm like, yeah, you're Willie G. And I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was something like, yeah, I know who I am, or something like that. Or I don't remember, or how did you know who I was? And I was like, man, dude, come on, And so we talked for a long time. And I said, for some reason, because I was young, in my young mind, I'm thinking, man, this guy should have like bodyguards around him and all. This is Willie friggin' G, And it just really struck me so odd. He says, man, I just like to come to these shows, see what the guys are doing, man. And I actually have the picture of meeting him. This was a long time ago. That's him right there. That's me when I was young. This picture got completely destroyed in Hurricane Charlie. God, I don't remember, back in the 2000s. I don't remember when that was. But anyway, but that really is him, and that's where I met him and stuff like that. I still have the negative somewhere. One day I'll get the picture redone. But what a good-looking guy. But anyway, that's exactly what he told me, man. He's like, he didn't say, hey, I go out there and I see what you guys are doing and then get my ideas. But he just said, I like to see what they're doing with my bikes. And I thought that was really cool. So that brings me to, look, we're not building bikes anymore. There's a handful of guys here and there, that are building bikes. But back in the time, Harley-Davidson made the platform. And then we would take the platform, and then we would do what was cool, what we thought was cool, and then it would catch on, and the next thing you know, Harley-Davidson would be coming out with a model, a custom model that was basically what was in vogue and in fashion. They're not doing that anymore, and the reason why they're not doing that anymore is for two reasons. Number one, they're not listening to us anymore, and number two, we're not talking to them anymore. We're not doing nothing. We go down there, buy whatever crap model that they have, and then we spend $5,000. So I'm saying we, even though I've never done this, I'm saying we. Then we go out there and spend $5,000 or $10,000 and screaming eagle parts and all that, and we think we have a custom bike, or we think we have something. The only thing that they did this year was colors. Colors, that was it. Big freaking deal. I know enough about business that the colors, the only thing colors are, the new colors, it's just another stream of revenue. Meaning that if you get the slightest little scratch, it's going to cost $40 alone for 1 or 2 ounces of touch-up paint, because they own that color. They own that color. That color is trademarked, copyrighted, whatever. They own that color, and you can only go to them. Now, some painter can say, well, I can match the color, and the reality is he can't. And you can only go to Harley-Davidson and get that color. So, man, if you're going to buy a 2021, I would ride it till the warranty's out. And then I would strip that. I would just buy a basic black bike because that's the cheapest bike. And I'd wait till the warranty ran out, and then I would work on it, do what I wanted to do on it. And I would take all the sheet metal off, and I would paint it the color that I wanted, a color that I could go down anywhere and say, hey, this is the color right here, and I can get it. I didn't have to pay a premium for it. No, Harley-Davidson is doing nothing, nothing for me, man. Nothing for me. Harley-Davidson has left us. They have, this is their 17th bad quarter. And the only thing that's keeping Harley-Davidson alive is really the T-shirt section, and the aftermarket parts that they're selling, for exorbitant prices. Harley-Davidson will continue to sell $50, $75 T-shirts as long as we continue to buy them. It's not that important that I buy one of those T-shirts. I have them. Harley-Davidson has turned into just another corporation. That's it. Just another greedy corporation. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going to. I don't know if I'm going to even post this video because it is kind of rambling. I think I'm getting it out of my system. If I do post it, remember the like and share and subscribe and please visit my Patreon page and my Instagram, shovelheadffej. As many has said, and it's just speaking the obvious. You got guys with MIBs that don't know how to ride or barely ride or don't live the motorcycle lifestyle trying to run a motorcycle business, and it doesn't work. Look, man, when you pay Jason Mimosa, whatever that guy's name, when you pay him to be the spokesperson, come on, man. A guy that I can't relate to, and a guy that most people can't relate to, and I think Harley-Davidson's lost his ways. Anyway, I'm out, man. Peace. Hold on before you go. As I'm editing, I'm looking and I'm thinking, there's just something that I left out. And what I want to say is, my gripe is with the corporate. My gripe is not with the get-her-dones, the technicians, the janitors, the salesmen, the dealerships. Mine is with the corporate itself, the virtual signaling corporation that it has became. First of all, if you're thinking about buying a 2021, yeah, absolutely, man, do it. If you're thinking about buying a 2020, yeah, do it. If you're thinking about buying a 1970 Harley-Davidson, definitely do it. Harley-Davidson makes a great motorcycle. It's a great product. Do I think that Harley-Davidson is going to go out of business anytime soon? No. Harley-Davidson's name itself, as I said in another video, it is worth so much money. If Harley-Davidson drops the ball, there'll be another company that will pick up the fumble and run with it. If Harley-Davidson wanted to, they could quit making motorcycles and then go into just the apparel business and still make a profit. Harley-Davidson will always be there. Like I said, man, the name is way too valuable. It's really gotten to the point where a lot of major companies, it's that, and I hate to get into it. I really hate to get into it. But it's that get woke, go broke mentality. And they're really too busy trying to act like a Fortune 500 company instead of a motorcycle company. So no, I don't think Harley-Davidson is going to go under, and I'm not one of those guys. Look, if they do go under, it just makes my bikes more valuable, and it makes your bikes more valuable. It's not. Yeah, Indian went under. And it took some time, and now look how Indian has came back, because another motorcycle company picked up the ball and ran. And right now, Indian's doing great, but definitely 100%. If you're going to buy a 2021, don't let this video dissuade you. Get out there and ride. I don't care if it's a Honda, Harley, whatever, man. Just get out there and ride. Don't worry. I think Harley-Davidson, yeah, they've lost a lot of money. But they'll keep on keeping on. Don't be afraid to buy one of their bikes. And yeah, that's it. I did get a sticker, and it's from Nosy Joe's Motor Vlog. And don't know if you can see that because it really doesn't show up on the camera. It's N-O-S. God, I suck at spelling. NOSYJOE''S Motor Vlog. He is a great subscriber. He follows me on Instagram. He generally comments and stuff like that, and I do appreciate him. Yeah, go out there and check out his channel. See what he's about. Like and subscribe to him if you want to. If you don't, then well, that's up to you, man. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just want to put that in there. Don't be afraid to buy the bike. My gripe is with corporate. My gripe is generally always about corporate. And keep on keeping on. And peace, man. I'm out of here. See ya. All right, peace, man. I'm out of here. However I do that. But anyway, enjoy the video. Man, I could have made this video, honestly, an hour long. I would love to sit back and have an adult beverage and talk to some other bikers about it and stuff like that. Give my viewpoint. Let me hear their viewpoint. And another thing on Jason Momoa. Listen, man, I'm just mad at him. He stole my woman. Lisa Bonet was mine. Because he had more money, was taller, better looking, and famous, he got her. And that pisses me off. So anyway, I'm out. To my wife, still love you. You were my first choice. See ya.